Do you ever finish something and straight away think, I could have done that better? As mums, we're constantly stuck in a cycle of trying to finish everything. Put one load of laundry away, there's another in the dryer. Clean the living room, the kitchen's completely messed up. No matter what we do, we can't get to the end of it. And then if you do finally feel like you've caught up with all that stuff, there's definitely something else. You've forgotten a PE kit, a work project's coming up, whatever it is. It just keeps adding on top, and trying to get everything done perfect just isn't possible. And that's only the external factors. As perfectionists, we rarely let ourselves feel like something is done. But the more we're aware of this, we can start to work around it and give ourselves a bit of a smoother, easier life. Hi, I'm Rhianna. I'm a coach who helps perfectionist mums embrace their changing identities and move into motherhood and all the changes that brings, and set up systems to help bring you and your family a more peaceful, smoother life. If you'd like more support with this, I'd love if you'd subscribe and follow along on the journey. Good enough is a concept that can just feel so wrong because perfectionism in our brains equals safety, and so often in society today, productivity is king and that's the only way forward, which just isn't true and doesn't make for a peaceful life. I know because that's something I'm still working on now. It can be really easy to struggle to relax or to move on to another project and get everything done because it just feels like you're letting someone down or that you've not done enough. In motherhood, these old standards that we still have in our head can really collide with our inner conflict, guilt, and something I like to call motherhood martyrdom, which is where you're trying to do everything for your family, don't accept help, and feel like you have to do it because you do it correctly. That's when we drop at least one of the plates, if not multiple, and you end up snapping at your family and acting in a way that isn't you and not the way you want to be, or even leading to full-on burnout. If you keep moving the goalposts and trying to do everything perfectly, you'll never get a sense of completion and that sense of satisfaction from finishing a job. Constantly raising the bar will lead to burnout and resentment of your family, of other people in your life. It teaches your brain that nothing you do is right, which creates more self-doubt in your brain and creates that never-ending cycle. And this can affect your relationships as well because other people feel like they're never good enough for you. It's not just external, it affects the rest of your family and friends as well. Some ways to notice that you're doing this is if you constantly raise the goalposts, you do finish something, you think, oh, next time I'll do this, this and this because it wasn't good enough. Another thing can be that you find it really hard to accept praise from other people when you're doing a good job. You can delay resting or celebrating when you finish something because you just don't feel like you deserve it. And you only feel calm when everything's perfect, but that perfect doesn't last very long. To overcome this, write down goals and break them down. So set your goalposts. When I reach this point, this is going to be done and I'm going to be happy with it, and this is what I'm trying to achieve, this level here, and stop moving the goalposts and stick with that. Another thing can be to ask yourself, what would it look like if this was simple? What would this task look like if I was doing it as easy as possible? What would this project look like if I was trying to reach the same goalposts? And finally, schedule in micro celebrations. Knowing what your tasks are, when you hit them, make sure you actually celebrate, whether that's just having a cup of tea and a cake, having a bath, or if it's a bigger task, then maybe something even more exciting to celebrate. Progress over perfection isn't about lowering your standards, it's about protecting your energy. Remember, your kids are learning how you adapt and handle perfectionism, not how you hide it from them. I encourage you this week to decide what is good enough in one area of your life and stick with it and see how that feels. And I just want to confirm that you have earned your rest. You don't need to earn it now. Thank you so much for watching this video on my brand new channel. I would love if you would hit subscribe or follow me over on Instagram. And thank you so much. See you next time.